Request everybody to please be seated. The procession has just started. May I request everyone to please be seated as the convocation procession has started. May I request everybody to please be seated as the convocation process has started. I request all the parents, volunteers, all the students to please be seated as the convocation procession has started and is about to reach the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you now to please rise as the dignitaries have just entered the hall. May I request everybody to please rise as the dignitaries have just entered the hall. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please now be seated. Respected dignitaries, faculty, staff, parents and dear students, I am Dr. Saroj Shekhawat, Assistant Professor, Biotechnology, and on behalf of GSFC University, I welcome you all to our first convocation ceremony. I invite Ms. Ashlesha Chavan, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering, and her team to present the bhajan to mark this auspicious occasion.
इस साइड आ जाओ। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखे उपकार करे तोय, पर दुखे उपकार करे तोय, मन अभिमान ना आने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। सकल लोक मां सहुने वंदे, निंदा न करे के नीरे। वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे, धन धन जननी तेनी रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी, पर स्त्री जेने मात रे। जिह्वा थकी असत्य न बोले, पर धन नव जाले हाथ रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जेने, दृढ़ वैराग्य जेना मन मारे। राम नाम शु ताड़ी रे लागी, सकल तीरथ तेना तन मारे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए। वणलोभी ने कपट रहित छे, काम क्रोध निवार्या रे। भणे नर संयो तेनु दर्शन करता, कुल एको तेर तार्या रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखे उपकार करे तोय, पर दुखे उपकार करे तोय, मन अभिमान ना आने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए, तेने कहिए, तेने कहिए। पामागा निधा मा पाधा मागा, मागा रे सा।
I now request the President of our University, Shri P K Taneja, to declare the convocation formally open.
I declare the first convocation of the GSFC University open.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Director Administration, Sri Sandeep Purohit, to give a welcome address.
Thank you, Mistress of Ceremonies, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Gujarat, a state that has given two leaders this nation will ever be grateful for its independence. Baroda, an erstwhile state where people's king Sir Sayajirao Gaikwad valued and promoted education, art and culture. GSFC, a growth engine to the state's economy. GSFC University, re-envisioning education. Esteemed Chief Guest, former Chief Election Commissioner, Padma Bhusan Awardee, Shri N.Gopalaswami ji. Sir, the GSFC University family, led by its dynamic President Shri P K Taneja, feel privileged to welcome you to its maiden convocation at the picturesque GSFC Township premises. Welcome, sir. She was conceived sometime in the year 1213, and she is nearly 5 today, knocking to be admitted to grade 1, but has already produced several graduates. CMD-GSFC, Shri Arvind Agarwal IAS, former MD GSFC and former President GSFC University, Shri A.M. Tiwari. Sirs, welcome to the convocation of the university that you have so lovingly nurtured. Welcome, sirs. Her journey from prenatal to neonatal, to infancy, to a young baby has been one roller coaster ride. Respected members of the governing board and the board of management, Professor M.M. Chaturvedi ji, Professor Anurag Agarwal ji, Shri Atul Shroff ji, Shrimati Geeta Goradia ji, Shri Deepak Mehta ji, Shri S.P. Mehrotra ji, and Shri Rakesh Agarwal ji. Welcome to the convocation of the university that you have guided from one unknown entity to a place of preeminence. Welcome, madam and sirs. Members of the Academic Council and the Board of Studies, it's a sheer delight to welcome you to the convocation of the GSFC University, whose course curricula you have so devotedly enriched. And the final product today is for all of us to see, feel, and appreciate. Welcome, sirs and ma'am. We gave them the basics, you gave them the rough roads. We gave them the ambience, you showed them the real world. Members of the industry, for your rock solid as patrons of our internship and placement program, with gratitude, we welcome you to the convocation ceremony. Senior state and central government officials and senior management team of GSFC, welcome for choosing to witness and encourage the birth and growing up of a unique CSR initiative of GSFC, the GSFC University. Welcome, sirs and ma'am. It's time now to welcome the priceless jewels, the raw uncut diamonds, innocence written all over their face, who placed their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations in the baby hands of an infant some 4 years ago. Yes, the first batch pass-outs of the GSFC University. And not to forget that rare breed of entrepreneurs who displayed the also famous typical Gujarati risk-taking ability to invest their most loved ones to the tender care of an infant university, the parents of our first batch pass-outs, welcome the brand ambassadors of your university to your convocation ceremony. Welcome one and all. You have played a vital role in taking GSFC University to a place of pride. You are a true friend and well-wisher of our students and their activities. A very, very warm welcome to the local, state and national print and electronic media for your great support and cooperation at all times. Welcome one, welcome all.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I invite our Provost, Dr. Nikhil Zaveri, to present the university report.
Honorable Chief Guest of the first convocation ceremony of GSFC University, Padma Bhusan Awardee, Shri N.Gopalaswami ji, Honorable President of the University, Shri P K Taneja ji, Honorable Chairman and Managing Director, GSFC Ltd, Shri Arvind Agarwal ji, the immediate past President of the University, respected Shri A.M. Tiwari ji, very esteemed members of the governing body, Board of Management, Academic Council, and Board of Studies, my dear graduating student friends, my colleagues at the university, Registrar Shri Panchal, and Director Administration Shri Sandeep Purohit, teaching and non-teaching staff, members of the press and media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure in presenting the university report in its maiden convocation. I feel pleased and privileged to be the part of this historic moment, presenting university's first report, which will set the motion in the years to come, not just 10 years or 20 years, but hundreds of years. In that way, all of us present over here are writing the history of the university being its first convocation. Let me present the report. Today, 198 students are graduating, while 213 students made an effort. Thus, 93% of them are finally making. I'm very pleased to mention that 46% of them have opted to continue their journey of learning by pursuing post-graduation studies in India and abroad. And 42% of them have been placed. My heartiest congratulations to them and best wishes for successful and meaningful career in the coming time. Our curricula cut across science, technology, management, fire, and environment, health and safety with 4 different schools, 8 degree programs, 2 postgraduate degree programs, 1 PhD program, 1 diploma, and 1 certificate program. The curricula are developed by the most competent academic as well as industry experts who are members of Board of Studies, and we have such 9 Board of Studies. The curricula have relevance to local and global needs with choice-based credit system having professional electives and general electives. The thrust areas such as biotechnology, fire and environment, health and safety have been incorporated as main programs of study, while data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, and automation have been integrated as electives. Our commitment to quality education gets reflected in the revision of curricula at regular intervals, wherein employability, entrepreneurship, pursuit of higher knowledge, and overall development of students are major considerations in the design and development of curricula. All learners have access to major value-added program like communication skills in English. I am pleased to mention that we have established a language lab for having practical focus on communication skills. Our university has an inclusive admission policy catering to diverse student groups, with 24% being female students, increased from just 5% from inception. Even the quality of students has shown an increased mark from 43% of first-class students taking admission last year as to 59% this year. We have 52 diversity-rich teachers, being 44% female faculties. And I'm very pleased to mention that there are almost 9 Indian languages and dialects spoken in the university campus, creating an inclusive academic ambience. Similarly, we have 57 visiting faculty, having range of experience from 3 years to 45 years. 15% of them are female, over 90% of them come from industry, and 7 Indian languages and dialects they bring in on campus. University has introduced foundation course for the freshers where students are exposed to creativity, innovation, current affairs, yoga and meditation, first aid training, disaster management, infrastructure management. The course enables them to have smooth transition to university life, which sets a new mindset for search, research, and sensitivity to society. Bridge courses on mathematics and English are conducted in order to strengthen students' footing of knowledge and its applicability. University plans meticulously its teaching schedule well in advance before the semester starts, wherein various student-centered pedagogies like case study, expert discussion, hands-on work, video playing, field study, internships are adopted for effective learning. Teachers are also adopting innovative ways of teaching learning process by way of experiential learning, participative learning, problem-solving methodologies to enhance learning experiences through flipped classroom, dissection of old instruments, project work, presentations, and so on. We make all efforts to ensure that the learning environment remains conducive for critical thinking, creativity, and scientific temper. Almost 30% of our faculty are PhD qualified. The academic rigor is enhanced by strong industry connect, wherein it is ensured that 30% of faculties come from business and industry. University facilitates its faculty and students to be research oriented. Research culture is promoted by encouraging faculty and students to participate in workshops, seminars, conferences throughout the year. Over 12 such confluences have been organized in the university. Game development, cybersecurity, e-commerce, and website development are few of them. Number of lectures are organized to keep update the knowledge capital in the university. To name a few, Dr. Ajay Ranka, noted industrialist and also a member of our own academic council, discussed and deliberated on innovative teaching. While former captain of Indian basketball team, R. Rajan, talked on sports, a way of life. Faculties are encouraged to collaborate with industry for undertaking research. I am pleased to mention that the interdisciplinary research is very much promoted with the collaboration of industry. Dr. Saroj Shekhawat, assistant professor in biotechnology, has already completed the phase 1 of a research project with GSFC Ltd with a funding of rupees 1.18 lakhs. In order to develop students holistically, the university has come out with Vibrant Pot, wherein there are 52 activities planned aimed at total personality development. Ours is one of the very few universities in the country where the formal policy for faculty industrial internship program is evolved, wherein 80 hours of industrial attachment in a year is encouraged in order to bridge the gap between theory and practice, as well as to widen the spectrum of knowledge and skills among the teachers. I'm also very happy to mention that our teachers have now started publishing their work in the reputed journals and periodicals. The university has 20 laboratories in the School of Technology and School of Science with state-of-the-art facilities. In order to foster cutting-edge research, a dedicated R&D center is being set up with an investment of rupees 24 crore. Moreover, supercomputer design lab with a funding of rupees 55 lakhs from the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, have given an impetus to research in the thrust areas. The robotics lab, with the support of IIT Mumbai, has created opportunities for students in the emerging area of technology. For B.Tech program in fire and environment, health and safety, we are the only university in India. Therefore, the university is setting up a center of excellence with a financial and technical support from Airport Authority of India. The university has an auditorium with 150 seats. There are 3 smart classrooms to enhance learning experience. Canteen facility with in-house kitchen is in place. Hostel facilities for boys and girls accommodating 200 students are in place. And we are in the process of adding more facilities at an investment of over rupees 1 crore with a financial support from GSCL. There have been 8 MOUs with different organizations to enhance learning experiences among students and faculty. We have one of the best sports facilities on the campus due to the patronage we have received from GSFC Ltd. We celebrated sports festival wherein almost 328 students participated, out of which 32 girl students participated in the badminton, table tennis, chess, volleyball, basketball, and kabaddi. I am proud to mention that one of our students, Akash Patel from B.Tech Chemical Engineering, has been 3 times badminton champion in Khel Mahakumbh at Vadodara district level from the year 2017 to 2019. And our volleyball team, both boys and girls, have been winner at the Khel Mahakumbh Taluka level this year. Our students have shown their brilliance in academics too. Ms. Ashish Singh from first semester B.Sc Biotechnology has bagged first prize at national level technical fiesta at MS University. Ms. Anjali Nair and Ms. Janvi Patel have been selected for biology camp at Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education at TIFR, Mumbai. We have excellent health facilities 24/7 in the medical center for our students, teachers, and administrative staff on the campus with the support of GSFC Ltd. We have admirable library, which remains open up to 12 midnight and making it 24/7 very shortly. Our library has over 5,000 books and 24 journals and periodicals. Our campus is Wi-Fi enabled with bandwidth of 35 Mbps. Students are provided with transportation facility in order to enable their access to the campus regularly. It gives me immense pleasure in mentioning that today CSR contribution from various organizations to our university stands at rupees 3.27 crore. Our USPs range very widely from size to sports. Our value creation lies in being compact in order to get quality as well as in order to deliver quality. The size of our student strength is expected to be limited to 1600 around. Focus on main programs and electives with thrust areas is our second USP in order to create better opportunities for students. Industry orientation is the utmost differentiating ingredient in the entire teaching learning landscape as our USP. Student internship every year, every semester. Faculty industrial internship, MOUs with industry, 30% of faculty from industry, 50% of members of Board of Studies and Academic Council are from industry, are the initiatives to mark industry as a second side of our coin of academics. Immersive learning is our fourth USP. Hands-on training through workshops, industrial internships, visits to plants and processes, exposure to various areas of study are made so absorbing to derive the joy of learning. Incubation to innovation, innovative ideas is an initiative from mind to market approach to take the learning forward by setting up a startup through Idea Junction at the university. And Guitar is such a center for tinkering such ideas. Vibrant Pot is another USP, wherein there are a number of activities and events which are available to students to choose from and participate in order to develop a holistic personality. Activity Credit Bank, not so implemented in majority of the universities and institutions, is our another USP, which not only facilitates and motivates students to become active in participating various curricula, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities, but also rewards them with extra credits leading to certification, diploma, and advanced diploma. Campus itself is an USP, which invigorates body, mind, and soul with its green troposphere, clean geosphere, and peaceful atmosphere, having 400 years old banyan tree, creating a soulful opportunity beyond the classroom to connect one with his or her higher self. Location of the university is adding its own uniqueness geographically, being at the threshold of Vadodara city, easily accessible for academic pursuits. Immense resources required for academics like industry, expert professionals, logistics, facilities, etc. are just around the city. Interlacing of theory and practice following a medical college concept where students encounter real-life business situation to enhance their knowledge and skills is a rare USP. And enhanced value to campus life due to the sports facilities, indoor and outdoor, like golf, swimming, tennis, table tennis, badminton, cricket, football, and other sports is one among many USPs. Well, at this moment, I take this opportunity to express my sincere indebtedness to our honorable chief guest, respected Shri N.Gopalaswami ji, for gracing this auspicious occasion of the university as a chief guest. And he's going to bless all of us with his words of wisdom. My deepest sense of gratitude I owe to our honorable president, Shri P K Taneja ji, for his impeccable leadership provided to all of us. His deepest concerns for students' progress and development, quality in educational pursuits, and commitment to the cause of education are rare and exemplary in nature. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude, sir. I would also like to specially mention about the immediate past president of the university, Shri A.M. Tiwari ji, for initial grooming of the university. With his dedicated support, and even today, he is occupied with thoughts how best he can help and support the students of GSFC University. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to extend my sincere thanks to GSFC Ltd for the patronage to GSFC University, particularly Honorable Chairman and Managing Director Shri Arvind Agarwal ji for his gracious presence at the first convocation. I also thank my colleagues at the university for their seamless support. Registrar Shri Ramesh Panchal, Director Administration Shri Sandeep Purohit, former Director Administration Samir Bhatt, former Provost Shri Bhayani, Deputy Director Administration Shri Dholakia, Deans and Associate Deans, my faculty colleagues, entire non-teaching staff. I also thank press and media for their continuous support to our activities. Ladies and gentlemen, today, when higher education around the world is at a juncture of reinventing the institutional values, mission, and vision incompatible with the realities of the emerging world, our university has made its way with the paradigms of globalization and social values contributing to the students' aspirations for better life. In true sense, we want our students Sanskritized, meaning refined in their behavior, transformed by mindset, and crowned with success. Because a truly successful life is the one which is spent in the pursuit of becoming the best possible version of oneself. And in doing so, our quest for excellence continues. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for presenting the university report. May I now request our president, Shri P K Taneja, to approve administering presentation of university degrees and merit medals.
The convocation of the university has been called to confer the degrees upon the candidates who, in the examinations held for the purpose, have been certified to be worthy of the same. Let the candidates for the award of university degrees and merit medals may now be presented.
Thank you, sir. I now request Associate Dean, School of Technology, Dr. Nishit Parikh, to present students for the award of degrees.
I request all the candidates who have been examined and found qualified to rise and remain standing for the award of degree of Bachelor of Technology. Please stand up.
All the students of School of Technology. Students of School of Technology, we request you to please rise. I now request Associate Dean, School of Science, Dr. K. Santosh Kumar, to present students for the award of degrees.
I request all the candidates who have been examined and found qualified to rise and remain standing for the award of degree of Bachelor of Science.
We request the students of School of Science to please rise and remain standing till the oath is taken. I request our President, Shri P K Taneja, to administer the oath. I request the students to recite the oath as administered by the President.
I sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degree for which I have been recommended, I shall in thought, word and deed conduct myself as a worthy graduate, upholding the high ideals of the university, and I shall, as a worthy citizen of this country, adhere to its constitutional values, recognizing that my welfare is intimately connected with that of my fellow citizens. I pledge to work for the well-being and prosperity of one and all. Jai Hind.
Honorable President, I present to you all the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the award of respective degree, to which I request you to confer the same in person to those who are present and to those students who are absent in absentia. All the candidates who have been admitted to the Graduate Club of GSFC may now be seated. I request Associate Dean, School of Technology, Dr. Nishit Parikh, to call upon the students by their name for receiving the degree. Sorry. Honorable President, I present to you I request our President, Shri P K Taneja, to administer the oath, and I request the students to recite the oath as administered by the President. Honorable President, I present to you all the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the award of respective degree, to which I request you to confer the same in person to those who are present and to those candidates who are absent in absentia.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the President of the Board of Governors of this university, I confer on all the candidates the Bachelor of Technology, Bachelor of Science, as the case may be, of this university, and charge them that in their life and conduct they prove worthy of the qualification they have earned.
I request Associate Dean, School of Technology, Dr. Nishit Parikh, to call upon the students by their name for receiving the degree. We request the students to please return to their seats after receiving their degree from the President. I request President to please come forward for giving degrees to the qualifying students. Sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Bhatt Dhruv Yogesh Bhai. Champaneri Raj Surendra Kumar. ऐसा नहीं होता यार. Chauhan Abhishek. Chawda Ujjwal Lalit Bhai. Detroja Pinesh Praveen Bhai. Gupta Arunash Sanjay. Jala Jawan Singh Jaydeep Singh. Katoria Umesh Vinu. केला नीरव दिनेश कुमार. जल्दी जल्दी करो. खानुत्स्या उत्सव रामाबाई.
I request everybody to please give a big round of applause to those who are receiving the degrees.
Mehta Kunj Kumar Satish Chandra.
I request all in the audience to please keep the momentum and
Modak
the energy
Swanil
going.
Shriram.
It's a big moment for the students, and we request you all to please share with them the joy that they are feeling today.
Modi Nishkash Vinod Kumar.
All the students who are sitting in the audience,
Knight
we
Trushal Ramesh Kumar.
request you to encourage your fellow mates. A big round of applause,
Pandya
please.
Arpit Sanjay. Pandya Kartik Rajendra Bhai.
We would like to see the resounding sound of claps,
Sanket
please.
Pandya. Parekh Darshan. Parekh Vraj Nilesh Kumar. Parma Himanshu Bhai Hasmukh Bhai.
Sound of your clap is a validation of your degree. Please do not let the sound die out, please.
Patel Ashutosh Mukesh Kumar. Patel Bhargav Kumar. Patel Deep Kumar Rakesh Bhai.
I request all the students and all the guests present here to please keep cheering for the students who are receiving their degrees today.
Patel Drumil Shailesh Bhai.
It's a big proud moment for them.
Patel Dhruvesh Atul Kumar. Patel Hardik Kanti Bhai. Patel Harsh Amrat Bhai. Patel Harshal Chandrakant.
A big round of
Patel
applause,
Harshit
please,
Kumar
from all
Piyush
of you.
Bhai. Patel Jay Kumar Girish Bhai. Sorry. Patel Harsh Kumar Mayak Bhai. Patel Jay Kumar Girish Bhai. Patel
big round of
Mayur
applause,
Kumar
please.
Yagdesh Bhai.
They've all earned their degrees. May we
Patel
please
Path
encourage
Kumar
them.
Satish Bhai. Patel Prince Jayesh Bhai. Patel Samat Suryakant. Patel Tejas Kumar Ashwin Bhai.
The enthusiasm of the students receiving their degrees has
Dhruv
not
Kumar
waned,
Priyadarshi.
but I guess the audience is not probably as encouraging as the students deserve. Could I request the audience to please maintain the energy level and encourage the students? It's a big moment for them.
Purandre Path Heband.
Could we have a resounding sound of claps? It should go outside the convocation venue, please.
Rajput Chaitanya Rajesh. Rami Kushal Kirit Kumar. Rathi Shivam Kumar Rajendra Kumar. Shah Japan Rajesh Kumar. Shah Rutvik Pradesh Kumar. Shah Vishmay Devesh Kumar. Sukhadia Jainil Narendra Bhai.
A big round of applause, please.
Thakka Pallav
Each student has
Manshugar.
individually earned his degree. We would like you to encourage each and every one of them.
Arothe Uddhav Tamendra.
I expect more energy from the fellow mates of those who are receiving
Jadhav
the
Ravi
degree.
Raj. Baria Dhanvin, Aliya Sagar, Darshil Mistry, Rajan Savania,
Students, it's a day of charge. The charge day for
Jigar
you all.
Parekh,
A little bit more energy and sound in your clap. All the students.
Kishan Kumar Purohit, Jaydev Chauhan, Udik Jagtap, Dhamendra Singh Waghela, Ushit Patel,
Please keep the momentum going. I request you all to please keep the momentum going.
Shitish Patel, Mihir Bamania, Harsh Bhakta, Dhruti Bhatia, Mayank Jamnadas,
A girl engineering student, a big round of applause, please. Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao, the mantra of Prime Minister Shri
Milad
Narendra
Chaudhary.
Modi. The proud students of engineering of GSFC University,
Ridham Chauhan,
they all deserve a big round of applause, please.
Jay Chatrala,
A special day for all the students who are
Jem
receiving
Christian.
the degree. Equally special for all the parents who are here. I would request the parents to please clap soundingly claps for all the students, all the wards of theirs who are receiving the degree.
Shruti Dhabi, Mayank Dave, Parth Desai, Parth Dhankecha,
I would request all our students, graduating students, to please keep the phones
Darshan
down
Dokia.
and use your hand for clapping for your classmates.
Niket Kumar Kamani, Pratik Kamani, Savan Kanekya,
Milestone moment for all the students receiving the degree today.
अमित कंसारकिया. हाँ पूछो. हर्ष पंचाल. नील पंचाल. रुजल कुमार परमार.
A big round of applause, please.
ब्रुकु कुमार पटेल.
Each and every student deserve a big round of applause because it's a very special moment for each one of them individually. A big milestone in their life.
दीप पटेल. धवल पटेल. ध्रुवज कुमार पटेल.
I request all the students to not let the
हेमिल कुमार
sound of the
पटेल.
claps die down till all the degrees have been awarded. A very special moment for each and every student who is receiving the degree
जय
today.
कुमार पटेल.
The onus is on all of you who are receiving the degree today to keep the energy and the momentum going.
मनन कुमार पटेल. मीत पटेल.
A big round of applause, please.
पार्थ पटेल. पार्थ भाई पटेल. अनिल भाई. रौनक कुमार पटेल.
Today is the day we should be hearing the big sound of claps because it's a very special moment
Sahil
for
Patel.
all of these candidates who are receiving the degree today.
सौरभ पटेल.
A big round of applause, please.
झील पटेल. कौन छो? झील पटेल. श्रेय प्रजापति. राजदीप सिंह राठौर.
All the
Hardik Shah.
graduating students and parents. May we hear it, please?
हर्ष शाह.
A big round of applause, please, for all the students who are receiving
Prachi
the
Shah.
degrees.
प्रीतिमा शर्मा. वनराज सिंह सोलंकी. विशाल टापियावाला.
We request you all to please
Krunal
keep the
Bhai
momentum
Thakkar.
going because each student who's receiving their degree has a very special day.
हितार्थ ठाकर.
A milestone in their life, please.
Pat Kumar Thakkar, Harsh Undakat, Harshil Kumar Upadhyay, Chintan Vagani, Abhishek Wala, Siddharth Singh Vasadia,
A big
Rupesh
round of applause,
Vasani.
please.
Akhil Viraya, Akhil Vikandia,
All those who have received the degree and all those who are yet to receive, a big round of applause for all of them, please.
Chintan Shah, Drashti Sutaria,
Parents and students and
Karan
all the
Kumar
faculty
Gohil.
members, I request you all to please join in the special moment of each and every student's life.
Mehtab Mastani, Chirag Makwana, Fenil Gandhi, Prashant Maske, Aditya Tiwari,
Do not let the momentum of the day die out, please, because each and every student who is receiving the degree today, a very special moment for each one of them, a milestone moment for each one of them. I now request Associate Dean, School of Science, Dr. K. Santosh Kumar, to call upon the students by their name for receiving the degree.
B.Sc Chemistry first, Shreya Dhokai.
A big round of applause, please. Now we have School of Science,
Ghanshyam
Chemistry receiving their
Singh
degrees.
Jadeja. Ishita Rami. Umang Jagani. Mansi Joshi.
A big round of applause, please. A very special
Siddharth
moment for our
Lakad.
graduates. A big round of applause for all of them, please.
Nidhi Kumari Patel. Meghraj Singh Parmar. Bhumika Patel. Deep Patel. Naishad Patel. Ravi Kumar Patel.
The sound of your claps does not seem to reach even the students who are
Tejas
receiving the
Patel.
degrees. Could we have a little bit more energy and momentum from all of you, please?
Yash Patel.
A very special moment for each one of them. A
Jwalit
big round of
Purohit.
applause, please.
Pradeep Rao. Hiral Raulji. Jay Shitole.
Young, bright, beautiful minds. I think they deserve a big round of applause from all of you for graduating from GSFC University.
Kaushal Talavia. Rakshit Vora. Now B.Sc Biotechnology. Bharti Mali.
A
Nidhi
big round
Patel.
of applause, please, for all our students.
Mansi Pandya.
I request you all to please keep
Bhumika
the energy and the momentum
Parmar.
going. A big, very big round of applause for all the students who are receiving their degree today.
Utkarsh Patel. Nishi Soni.
A big
Mahima
round of applause,
Sutar.
please, for few students who are remaining and receiving their degrees today.
वो कौन? वो आरुषि झिंझुन वाडिया. Thank you.
Meet Chaubasya.
A big round
Shivani
of applause,
Dave.
please. Thank you so much, sir. I request Harshil Upadhyay, Raj Champaneri, Arushi Jinjuwadia, Sumit Mane to please come on the dais to receive their gold medal. I now request our chief guest, Shri N.Gopalaswami, to please come forward and present the gold medals. I invite Harshil Upadhyay, B.Tech Chemical, to receive his gold medal. A big round of applause, please. A huge, huge, huge round of applause, please. I invite Raj Champaneri, B.Tech Mechanical, to receive his gold medal. I invite Arushi Jinjuwadia, B.Sc Biotechnology to receive her gold medal. A big round of applause, please. Sumit Mane, B.Sc Chemistry, could not remain present. I therefore invite his parents to receive the gold medal on his behalf. A big round of applause, please. We thank you so much, sir. I request Ms. Neha Bajaj, Assistant Professor, English and Communications, to briefly introduce the President, GSFC University, Shri P K Taneja, to the August gathering before I invite him on stage.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. It is said that to be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Today, it is indeed a proud privilege for me to introduce such an inspirational personality, our respected President, Shri P K Taneja, sir, who has such a plethora of experience that putting all of that into words is quite a Herculean task for anyone. Let me attempt though. Shri P K Taneja has completed his Bachelor of Technology degree in Electronics and Communications from Indian Institute of Technology, IIT, Roorkee, India. He joined Indian Administrative Services in 1984. He worked with the Government of Gujarat as Additional Chief Secretary of Industries and Mines Department, Additional Chief Secretary of Home Department, Additional Chief Secretary of the Forest and Environment Department, and several other assignments at senior administrative positions with Government of India and Government of Gujarat, including MD, CEO of several Government of Gujarat public sector undertaking. Having worked in various departments like Industries and Mines, Home, Forest and Environment, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Energy, Water Supply, Electronics and Information Technology, and Health in Gujarat State and Government of India, he has gained a varied and a valuable experience. He has also led Gujarat public sector companies like Gujarat State Fertilizer Corporation, GSFC, Gujarat Alkalis and Chemical Limited, GSCL, Gujarat State Electricity Corporation Limited, GSECL, Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited, GUVNL, and Bhavnagar Energy Company Limited, BECL, as Managing Director, Chairman, and Director for more than a decade. These experiences provided him an expertise in the field of management. Shri P K Taneja is known for taking challenges, and he was instrumental in uprise successfully the companies like GSEL and GSECL out of financial distress. Currently, Shri P K Taneja is President of GSFC University. He is also Director General, Gujarat Institute of Disaster Management from June 2017, where his portfolio includes effective management of disasters, mitigation of the efforts, managing the facilitation of emergency relief, and also monitoring and coordinating reconstruction and rehabilitation in the aftermath of the disaster. He is also simultaneously working as a director of Center, Government of India from June 2017, where 8 member countries are required to be served with policy advice, technical support, and capacity building training for holistic management of disaster risk in SAARC region. These varied experience helps him in understanding the demands of today's workplace in Indian context and requirements of education that an institution of higher learning has to imbibe in its students to make them industry ready. His hands-on multifaceted experience is an asset for the university in its foray to make students industry ready and to improve their chances of employability. Under his leadership, the university has become more vibrant, and I'm sure his Midas touch will transform it into one of the best universities of India. It is indeed a privilege to have you with us, sir. Thank you so much.
I now request the President, Shri P K Taneja, to deliver his presidential address.
Honorable Shri N.Gopalaswami ji, Chief Guest of the first Convocation of GSFC University, my esteemed colleagues of Governing Body, Board of Management, Academic Council, Board of Studies, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, students, and their parents, friends, members from the electronic and print media, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to address the first convocation of our university as a president, and I'm indeed very happy to welcome you all. Once again, my heartiest congratulations to graduating students and special compliments to gold medalists. We all know that India has one of the largest, diverse, and dynamic education systems in the world. Privatization, widespread expansion, increased autonomy, and introduction of new programs in emerging areas have created immense opportunities to both the institutions and individual learners. GSFC University is one such institution established with the purpose of access and opportunity to higher educational pursuits of young aspiring eyes, full of curiosity, hopes, and optimism. I am pleased to mention that this call of education is taken up as a CSR initiative by GSFC Ltd, one of the largest fertilizer and chemical producing conglomerates in India, with a focus on redefining the entire landscape of educational endeavor and renewing the perspective towards the education not as an end but as a means to unfold possibilities and unravel potentialities. When I was given this august opportunity, the first challenge was to change my lenses, as I have been an electronics and communication engineer by education and an administrator by profession. So I needed to wear academic lenses as I was to enter into a universe of academics, that is the university. It became imperative for GSFC University management to further redefine the vision for the university. Hence, differentiating GSFC University from others, focusing on holistic development of our students with strengthening of real life skills instead of just a qualification became our first step to shape up the university. Learning is not limited to classroom, but our vision is that true learning takes place out of the classroom, because a new age student requires ability to deal with creativity in the wake of emerging technologies to solve real life problems through innovations. Our educational process is more towards hands-on learning than mere verbal teaching, so that a student is forced to think and reason out on his own and understand a subject instead of falling prey to rote learning. I see a great value in education only if there is a wedlock of academics and industry. Today, majority of the institutions and universities in the country are struggling with the lack of relevance in education because of the fact that those universities and institutions have a disconnect with application of knowledge and skills from ideas to implementation. Therefore, at GSFC University, core principles of medical college model have been adopted, and fortunately, the university is privileged with the industry at its backyard, that is GSFC Ltd, and also many industries around us. Hence, industrial internship for students and faculty have been a major ingredient for acquiring and upgrading knowledge and skills in the university. At the same time, care is taken to have 50% of the experts from industry on the governing board, academic council, board of management, and various boards of studies to capture curricula with what is relevant, what is needed, and what is emerging. I feel happy to note from the report of the provost that university has geared up in the right direction. Broadly, Our curricular aspects, being the prime pillar of our ecosystem and being the mainstay of our university, have an explicit mandate to design the curricula and periodically revise the same for being in tune with emerging trends, remaining relevant to the local needs. Therefore, curriculum is designed based on 5 C's. 1C, compact; second, contemporary; third, cutting edge; fourth, customized; and fifth, collaborative, to match the dynamic industry demands. All the aspects such as knowledge enhancement, career orientation, multi-skill development, feedback system, and involvement of stakeholders are blended appropriately with added workshop and activities. Moreover, sensitizing students to cross-cutting issues relevant to pressing concerns such as gender, environment and sustainability, human values are embedded for the development of creative and divergent competencies. As we enjoy autonomy in introducing new subjects and have resources to afford new technologies, our students remain updated and aligned with the rapid changes that are happening all around us today. I am pleased to mention that we have programs in thrust areas such as biotechnology, fire and environment health and safety, computer science and engineering with focus on data sciences, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, and automation. I would also like to mention that in order to foster interdisciplinary education, we have adopted what is called is choice-based credit system, which offers wide options to students to learn courses of their interest. Our second pillar is teaching, learning, and evaluation speaks of our efforts as a university to serve students of different backgrounds and abilities through efficient teaching, learning experiences. Interactive approach engages students in higher order thinking by various pedagogies like projects, presentations, experiments, practicum, industrial internship in every semester break, etc. It also probes into competence and continuous professional development of the faculty. The process of admitting students is through a transparent mechanism, complying with all the norms of the concerned regulatory authorities, including state government. Such inclusive approaches takes care of socio-economic, cultural, and educational backgrounds. Our student-centric education through appropriate methodologies such as participative learning, experiential learning, and collaborative learning modes facilitate effective learning. Research acumen in the university is an evolving feature as our third pillar. Teachers are encouraged to engage themselves in cutting-edge research. All possible efforts are also made towards promoting culture of inquiry and curiosity, culminating into research among our vibrant student community. University plays an enabling role for faculty and students to undertake research of relevance and significance to society, thereby serving the community as a social responsibility. Research fellowship instituted to encourage industry to nominate their managers to pursue research in our university reflects industry-academia connect. The university focuses on collaboration with other institutions and industries and organizations which help to keep academic activities in a more realistic perspective and expand the scope of learning experiences to students. I am indeed very happy to share that we have forged partnership with more than 90 industries around us. The growth of infrastructure is the fourth pillar at the university, which has kept the pace with academic developments in the institution. All the supportive facilities are developed to contribute to the effective ambience for curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular, and administrative activities. The care is taken that every constituent of the institution benefits from these facilities. The library holdings are available in terms of books, journals, and other learning materials. While technology-led learning mechanisms are encouraged to enable students to acquire information, knowledge, and skills required for their studies, I assure that all these facilities are upgraded from time to time and will be expanded in future as per the requirements. Our fifth pillar is student support and progression. I am happy to note that all efforts are being made to provide necessary assistance to students to facilitate them to acquire meaningful experiences for learning at the campus and to facilitate their holistic development comprising value-added courses in relevant areas. No student should drop his or her educational pursuits for want of funds is a part of the value system of the university. Hence, scholarship and free ships are provided to needy students. The university promotes inclusive practices for social justice and better stakeholder relationship. The university encourages girl-child education. I am very pleased to mention that in our B.Tech Fire and EHS program, 4 girl students have enrolled for the course, which is an example to follow for the other girls. Our sixth pillar is governance, leadership and management. Effective leadership by setting values and participative decision-making process is the key to achieve the vision, mission and goals of the university, contributing to the organizational culture. The combined leadership provides clear vision and mission to the university with a focus on participation and transparency. Development objectives, directions, and guidelines are aligned with the academic and administrative aspects to improve upon the overall quality of the university as a destination of education. I am very pleased to mention that concerns for social responsibilities as well as the values held by the university are very explicit in our regular activities as a part of institutional values. The university itself is an example of social responsibility of GSFC Ltd, which has given birth to this particular university. Thus, we hope to hone our students to become not just educated, but become confident young Indians wedded to the constitutional values who can take our nation forward. We believe that a student must develop critical reasoning ability and must have good communication skills. Armed with these two abilities, a student will not be able to perform well in the domain of expertise, but will also be able to deal with whatever future challenges the life may throw. At this juncture, it is worth mentioning that we also are committed to develop one of the best student life on the campus, filled with sports and athletics and technological and even cultural events with a vibrant pot of activities throughout the year, which our provost mentioned in detail. I take the opportunity to express my sincere gratitude towards GSFC Ltd for its wholehearted and unstinted support in terms of financial, infrastructural, and all other supports required for running the GSFC University, without which the university would not have been in its present position. I am also grateful to the governing board, Board of Management, Academic Council for their support to carry out the vision, as well as for their valuable contribution to strengthening the academic processes in the university. Our vision has been to establish a center of excellence in our School of Fire and EHS, which is the need of the hour. Hence, I am thankful to Airports Authority of India for their technical and substantial CSR contribution to establish the Center of Excellence in our School of Fire and EHS. I also extend my thankfulness to Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, for extending benefits under various schemes to GSFC University, in addition to providing technical support in introducing B.Tech, Computer Science and Engineering in School of Technology. I also thank joint sector companies like GACL, GIPCL, GIDC, GATL, and GGRC, who have been generous in providing CSR contribution to support our efforts to develop necessary infrastructure and supporting our educational endeavor. My thankfulness to a host of other private sector companies for extending their valuable backing in our pursuits of providing industrial internship. I want to assure that our university is now picking up its speed and direction of becoming an institute of excellence in science, engineering, fire, environment, health and safety, and also management. However, it is a policy decision on our part to remain a compact and boutique campus in order to sustain quality and excellence with an emerging vision of Education 4.0. Like Industry 4.0 is all about smart factory, integrating automation and data exchange with existing processes, Education 4.0 is all about smart education, smart teacher, and of course, smart student. Being more intelligent than artificial intelligence. We are gearing up for remote learning, personalized learning, blended learning, field-specific experiences, and so on as our emerging vision. We are making them smarter by adopting all pervasive, permeating, and progressive tools, technology, methodology, and pedagogy with anytime, anywhere, and anyhow mindset. Dear student friends, when you are graduating today, it does not mean that the education is all over today. Rather, the real life test starts now. And in order to succeed in the real life examination with flying colors, you need to pay attention to 6 touchstones of life. I'll narrate those 6 touchstones. Number 1 is there is no substitute to hard work. Hard work makes you rock solid from inside, which assures success in all the endeavors you venture into. That's why it is said that work hard in silence and let success be your either voice or noise. Second one is never be afraid of taking up challenges. Personally, I have been very fortunate to have experience of challenges while leading the corporates which were in financial distress. Such challenging environment enhanced my own capabilities, which led me to success and a sense of fulfillment. Therefore, always look forward to challenges consciously, leaving the comfort zone because success and satisfaction lie in those challenges. Embrace adversity and make failure a regular part of your life. If you are not failing, you are probably not really moving forward. Third touchstone is open mind, which helps to develop a perceptive mind. Minds are like parachutes. They only function when open. You can generate new ideas and innovate only when you carry an open mind. It builds up the right attitude that expands your horizon of thought processes. Fourth is you should have a bona fide intentions for all decisions in your life, whether professional or personal, as they lead to integrity, honesty, and humility. Fifth one is continuous learning. We are in the age now that even to survive in the competition, learning new things is a must. Such an approach to life will give you thrill, excitement, and ability to perhaps outshine others. The last but not the least, the sixth one is social sensitivity. Whatever you do, always carry society's interest, and that should be the highest priority of life. You should be always giving to society, as everyone is blessed with something which he or she can contribute for the welfare of this planet. In a famous book, Die Empty, the author Todd Henry talks about doing your best work every day to increase the odds that you won't regret how you spent your time on earth. He says that what people regret most is not living their life with more purpose. Hence, giving back to society makes the life more meaningful and purposeful. Do not go to your grave with your best work inside you, rather choose to die empty. I would fail in my duty if I do not acknowledge my colleagues at the university. I heartily thank Provost Dr. Nikhil Javeri, Registrar Mr. Ramesh Panchal, Mr. B.B. Bhayani, former Provost, Mr. Samir Bhatt, former Director Administration, Mr. Sandeep Purohit, the present Director Administration, Deputy Director Mr. Dholakia and his entire team, entire teaching and non-teaching staff, and also the residents of the Fertilizernagar for their valuable contribution to the growth of the university. I bless all the students that let the success be your signature, and let Almighty shower on you all the courage and confidence that you need in your endeavors. Thank you all, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for an exemplary leadership, vision, and a highly motivating and inspiring speech. I now request Ms. Kangana Desai, Assistant Professor, Chemical Engineering, to introduce our esteemed chief guest.
Thank you, ma'am. I feel immense pleasure to introduce our chief guest, a former Chief Election Commissioner of India, Shri N.Gopalaswami, is a Padma Bhusan Awardee. Native of Tamil Nadu, he graduated from St. Joseph's College, Tiruchirappalli, and is a gold medalist postgraduate in chemistry from Delhi University. He joined Indian Administrative of Gujarat in collector in the district of Kutch and Kheda, as Municipal Commissioner Surat, as Director Higher Education, as Secretary in Revenue Department, as member in Gujarat Electricity Board, and finally as Managing Director Gujarat Communications and Electronics Ltd, Vadodara. He was with the Government of India from August 1992 to February 2004, during which period he served in the Department of Electronics, in the Planning Commission, in the National Human Rights Commission, in the Ministry of Culture as Secretary, and finally as a Union Home Secretary before his appointment as an Election Commissioner in 2004. He retired as a Chief Election Commissioner of India on April 20, 2009. He was also instrumental in having Vedic chanting in the list of World's Oral Heritage incorporated by UNESCO. Padma Bhusan in 2015. Currently, he is the Chancellor of Rashtriya Sanskrit Vidyapitha at Tirupati. He continues to be associated with education sector as the President of Vivekananda Educational Society. He is the Chairman of the Empowered Expert Committee to select 20 institutes of India as institutions of excellence and mentor and monitor them to become world-class university. Sir, it's an honor to have you here with us.
I humbly request our chief guest, Shri N.Gopalaswami, to deliver the convocation address.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Respected President of the GSFC University, the Provost of the University, the esteemed members of the governing body and the Board of Management, the faculty, the staff, students, friends, parents, and invited guests. Namaskar to one and all. At the outset, I express my sincere thanks to the President and the Provost and the members of the governing body for the invitation extended to me and the chance given to me for being with you on this first convocation of this unique university. As a person who served in Gujarat, cadre of IAS, I am particularly delighted to be here in the city of Vadodara, considered as the cosmopolitan and cultural hub in Gujarat, where I spent 7 happy and eventful years in the 1980s during my 25-year-long career in Gujarat. After 4 years of intensive study, having cleared the respective courses, you have received your degrees today. My heartiest congratulations to one and all of you on this significant day in your life, and my special felicitations to those who are recipients of medals. Since you have some of you would have already entered a working career, while some of you may be pursuing higher studies and would go into a career soon. The change from the world of the student to the world of work is a significant one in many ways. You are at the threshold of a new world, a world that will confine you, define you, mold you, making men and women out of you, boys and girls. Though the world of work is different from the world of an educational institution, there is one thing common to both, and it is the act of learning. If you want to succeed in your career, you have to be a constant learner. Learn from every success and learn from every failure. In that sense, you will still be a student throughout your working life. I am glad that the university has recognized the need to impart soft skill to you during the course of study, which will guide you in tackling the problems of your life. My mind goes back to the pearls of wisdom that are contained in our ancient scriptures and texts, in particular one text called Sikshavalli, which is part of Taittiriya Upanishad. The Sikshavalli is an exhortation to the student by the Guru as the student, on completion of his studies, leaves the Gurukul, a kind of convocation address imparting to the student some of the eternal values that he and she should adhere in their journey of life. Vedam anuchaya acharyo antevasinam anushasti. The teacher commands, acharyo antevasinam anushasti. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyayan ma pramadaha. The first advice is to adhere to truth, to always follow the righteous path, and to enlarge the knowledge through continuous self-education. The teacher further embellishes those words of wisdom thus: Acharyaya priyam dhanam ahritya prajatantum ma vivatsetsi, satyanna pramaditavyam, dharmanna pramaditavyam, swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. Show your gratefulness to the Guru who has opened your inner eyes, the eyes of knowledge, the window of knowledge. See, a Guru is somebody who is described thus: Ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshur unmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The teacher further says, you show the gratefulness to your Guru, ensure that there are a line of disciples to carry on the tradition of teaching and learning. Do not swerve from the truth. Do not swerve from dharma or the righteous path. Satyam vada dharmam chara. Do not neglect the welfare of your family and those around you. Do not neglect the development of yours and those around you in the society you live in. Being truthful will stand you in good stead all the time. One falsehood, then you need to remember that, find new excuses, more lies to sustain the first one. Truth does not need any crutches. And that goes for the next exhortation of following the right path. There is nothing that will bring you down in the eyes of your colleagues, friends, and your bosses if you are found an unreliable person by your word or deed. Do not neglect the welfare of your family and those around you is the next advice. I am reminded here of the oath taken by the Indian Military Academy by the cadets at Dehradun when they pass out and are inducted into the army. They are expected to uphold the highest moral and ethical values. The oath goes something like this: the safety, honor, and welfare of my country comes first, always and every time. The honor, welfare, comfort of the men I command comes next, always and every time. My own ease, comfort and safety come last, always and every time. No wonder that the army and the services command the highest respect and trust among the public. Our individual station in life may be different, but the advice is applicable to all. You took an oath here when you got your graduation degrees. It more or less reflects the concepts that are found in Sikshavalli of upholding the truth, constantly striving to improve yourself with learning, and above all, being empathetic and caring fellow citizens. These are universal values intended to make us better human beings. Our ancient texts put all this in a nutshell in one single sentiment expressed at every opportunity. Lokas samastas sukino bhavantu. Let happiness come to all. If each citizen is mindful of his or her fellow citizens' welfare, the world will be a better place to live in. Each of us has the responsibility to strive to make ourselves nobler and our society a better place. The world of work will provide you with opportunities and challenges. Opportunities to learn and grow, challenges to face and overcome. No one has found a guidebook that can give you answers to all questions that one will face in life. But the experience of many has brought to us a set of do's and don'ts that will stand us in good stead throughout life. Let me elaborate on a few of these, but with a caveat. This is not an exhaustive list, but only an illustrative one. The first one is, which I mentioned earlier, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. Be a person of integrity in thought and action, in both personal and professional life, and be intolerant to corruption. Many corporates have prescribed a code of conduct for the company, and they expect every employee to adhere to that. I am reading to you one such from the Tata Group. The Tata Group Code of Conduct embraces the spirit called I Pure. I, integrity, P, pioneering, U, unity, R, responsibility, and E, excellence. Elaborating on integrity, this Code of Conduct says, we will be fair, honest, transparent, and ethical in our conduct. Everything we do must stand the test of public scrutiny. Second, develop the habit to listen before you speak. Be attentive to others' viewpoints. Treat everyone with respect, especially your subordinates, and never underestimate a person based on his station in life or his academic achievements. He or she may be short of knowledge, but long on wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom are not the same. 3. This life and the body are gifts of God to us. It's our responsibility to care for the body. A Latin proverb says, mens sana in corpore sano. That is, a sane mind in a sane body. A regular exercise that keeps you fit will go a long way to keep your mind agile and alert. Many of us tend to neglect it and in fact abuse it by improper food, inadequate rest, lack of physical activity, etc., only to realize and regret it later in life when the remedy becomes too costly. Regular walking, if you cannot find the opportunity to join a sports activity, and yoga can do wonders to your body, mind, and self-esteem. And this I say from my personal experience. 4. Constantly update your knowledge. Swadhyayan ma pramadaha. In this age of fast technological obsolescence, only self-study and the constant quest to learn can keep you updated. Your own university's motto captures this very succinctly. Buddhir jnanena shuddhyati. Mind is cleaned and sharpened by knowledge. 5. Inculcate the savings habit and start early. A person is rich if he or she can keep his or her wants within his or her means. These are not my words. These are the words of one of the world's richest of persons called Warren Buffett. Let me read something about him for your information. Inculcate the savings habit, says Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is a multi-millionaire American industrialist and investor. Warren Buffett, born 1930, his last estimated wealth is 8,690 crore US dollars. I don't know what it means in rupees. It's something like 86 lakhs, 90,000 lakhs of rupees. Since 2000, he has donated 46 billion to various causes. He stays in the same 3-bedroom house which he bought after his marriage. He owns 63 companies, but he travels in public through public flight and public transport. Though he can afford to have his own jet, he always travels by commercial flights. His philosophy is this: do not waste your money on unnecessary things. Instead, just spend on them who are really in need. Constantly strive to excel and to reach higher by means that are fair and incorruptible. No obstacle is too big to overcome if you have the will. I was looking at some of the poetry in Gujarati, and I found on this issue very interesting statements by two poets, Rajesh Vyas Miskin and Shunya Palanpuri આવું કહે છે. આબમાં કે દરિયામાં તો એક પણ કેડી નથી. આબમાં કે દરિયામાં તો એક પણ કેડી નથી. અર્થ એનો એ નથી કે કોઈએ સફર કેડી નથી. રાજેશ વ્યાસ. મોતની તાકાત શી મારી શકે? જિંદગી તારો ઇશારો જોઈએ. મોતની તાકાત શી મારી શકે? જિંદગી તારો ઇશારો જોઈએ. જેટલે ઊંચે જવું હો માનવી, તેટલા ઉન્નત વિચારો જોઈએ. તેટલા ઉન્નત વિચારો જોઈએ. While reading this, I stumbled across a story which an erstwhile top-class cricketer called Rahul Dravid, and many of you may perhaps know him by name. He talks about, he found, to his surprise and my surprise also, when I read this, the first person who in India who obtained the world medal in an world Olympic meet. I used to think it was our Bindra, Abhinav Bindra. But this article told me that it was not Abhinav Bindra who won the first gold medal for India. It was somebody else called Muralikaant Petkar, the first Indian to win an Olympic gold medal in the year 1972. In the Para-Olympics in swimming, he also broke the world record in Heidelberg in Germany when this Olympics was held. But his story is fantastic. I'll just read some part of the story. From a small village called Islampur in Sangli district of Maharashtra, Murali Petkar runs away to Pune, works there for a few years, and later joins the army. In 1965, he is posted to the Kashmir front in the war with Pakistan. Serving in the Kashmir front, he gets hit by 7 bullets on the skull, on the spine, in the cheek, in the thighs. It is also run over by a jeep, loses memory, forgets his own name. A year later, he dramatically regains memory, and his family comes to meet him. He is bedridden. And looking at his condition, the family refuses to take him back. The army looks after his rehabilitation, and as part of his rehabilitation, he is trained to swim. And then, through sheer grit and perseverance, he goes on to win the 50-meter freestyle swimming event in the wins the gold medal in 1972, and he was the first Indian winner of a gold medal. If that life story can teach you some lessons, does not teach you some lessons, nothing else can. Family values, number 7, family values are important. Remember, your work life is finite. It will come to an end at some point of time, and thereafter your life will revolve around your near and dear ones, the family and friends. If you have ignored them and were not with them when they are needed you, they won't be with you when you need them. Relationships thrive only when you nourish them and not when you ignore them. This is true of both relatives and friends. Therefore, nourish your relatives and friends, be with them, spend some time. Don't be a 24/7, 365 days workhorse who knows only work. Develop hobbies is my next suggestion to you. Learn new things and new subjects. That will keep your mind alert and young. 9. Last but not the least, make it a habit to help others in need. Charity need not be in terms of money alone. Sparing your valuable time to help a friend or a colleague or a person in need for a worthwhile cause is also charity. Charity goes beyond oneself, your family, your friends, but to the community you live in, to the society you live in, and to the country and to the humanity. It's a small way of repaying your debt. And in this act of charity, let me quote 2 instances for you. You might have perhaps known about a lady called Timmaka, who is now, of course, 104 years, 105 years old. 50 years ago, Timmaka, who lived in Karnataka, and her husband decided, they didn't have any children, so they decided that trees will be their children. So Timmaka and her husband start planting banyan trees. You know, banyan trees, you recollect? That is Baroda. And your university also carries a replica of the banyan tree. 385 banyan trees on a 4-kilometer stretch. They were not formally educated, but had meager resources. They used to carry water on their shoulders to water all the plants. And over about 25 years, these plants are now fully grown and cover the 4-kilometer distance from their village to the main road. She was awarded the Padma Shri in 2019. Timmaka didn't do it for her family. Timmaka didn't earn a pie from her family, from the family. Timmaka did it for the village, for you and me. The second story I would like to tell you is of Dasharath Manji. Dasharath Manji was a small-time worker in a village in the Gaya district of Bihar. One day he found his wife was very ill and she had to be taken to a hospital. There was a small hillock between his village and the taluka headquarters, and one had to travel 50 kilometers to reach that place. If one could go across the hillock, it was hardly 10 kilometers. By the time he took his wife had died. Dasharath Manji decided on that day that he will make a road across the hillock. He asked the villagers to join. For the first few days, many of them were enthusiastic, but after that, enthusiasm waned. They all said, "આ તો સરકારનું કામ છે, આપણે શું પડી છે એમાં, આપણે કંઈ કરવાનું નહીં." Dasharath Manji worked 22 years, all alone, carved out a road 360 feet long, 22 feet wide across the Galahaur Ghati hillock between Gaya's Atri and Wazirganj subdivisions, reducing the distance from 50 kilometers to 10 kilometers. Dasharath Manji didn't do it for himself. He didn't earn a pie. He did it for his villages. Even if he cannot be Timmakkas and Dasharath Manjis, I am quite sure, even if very small ways, we all will be able to do something for our society. The more you imbibe these qualities, the more successful you will be in life, and I wish success to all of you. Before I conclude, let me quote from my favorite verse in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Uddaret atmana atmanam natmanam avasadayet Atmaiva hi atmano bandhuhu atmaiva hi ripuratmana. The sloka says, I translate, you are your own friend if you understand your potential positively. But you can become your own enemy if you underestimate yourself and become an underachiever. The power to make or mar your life is within you, and you have to choose wisely. Let me conclude wishing you all a very bright future, and I'm sure every one of you will contribute his or her might to make this society and this country a leader amongst nations. Sarve pi sugunas santu, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now call upon our President, Shri P K Taneja, to conclude the convocation ceremony.
I declare the first convocation of the GSFC University concluded.
Thank you so much, sir. GSFC University is introducing an e-newsletter called Eventia. We would like to take this opportunity to launch the said magazine at the august hands of our chief guest. I request the chief guest, the president, and other dignitaries to please launch the newsletter. Thank you so much, sir. I now request our registrar, Shri R.B. Panchal, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Saroj. Honorable dignitaries on the dais and most valued guest, I consider my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of GSFC University on the occasion of its first convocation ceremony. We want to express our gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest, Shri N.Gopalaswami sir, who has spared his precious time for us and graced this occasion with his presence. I also express my gratitude to the members of governing body, Board of Management, Academic Council, and other invitees who remain present and grace this occasion with their presence. We also specifically acknowledge the presence of Shri Arvind Agarwal, IAS, Chairman and Managing Director of GSFC Ltd, and express our heartfelt thanks for sparing his valuable time and remained in this convocation. We also extend our sincere thanks to Shri P K Taneja sir for delivering the presidential address and for being our backbone in all our endeavor and constantly motivating and inspiring us. Our special thanks goes to parents. The success of every educational institute rests on love and support of parents. We are indeed lucky to get your unconditional support throughout the journey, academic journey of your ward. I would extend my gratitude to our graduating students who remain present and making this event successful. I would fail in my duty if I do not express my thanks to print media, print and electronic media, so thank you all. At the end, I would like to express my special thanks to my colleagues and entire GSFC University Parivar for their all-out efforts to make this event successful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I request everybody to please stand up for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I now request our registrar, Shri R.B. Panchal sir, to please escort all the guests. I request the audience to please remain standing till the dignitaries have left the convocation venue. Now the procession will retreat. I request all the audience to please remain standing till the dignitaries